Hello, today I'm going to be showing you this. This is my racing Jeep. I call this the Yellowback, and it's one of my oldest, if not longest longest used slot car in the RTC. Now a lot of people recognize me for this, and not gonna blame them. Like, this is a Jeep I mostly use for racing. So a bit of a history lesson in this. I made this back exactly 3 years ago, May 5, 2019. Although I have made it like before modeling this, I have already made it, but I'm just gonna count that as the official date. Now, I'm gonna make a different video of that, making it like an in-depth history of this Jeep and my history in the RTC. But basically, I made this because I saw Togi racing was fun, and this is one of the first cars that I actually made a proper, like, figured out the proper formula to make a proper grip tune. Yeah, this is a grip tune. Okay, so with that aside, let's go with the specs. So it's a front engine rear wheel drive. As you see, it's sort of a front mid engine, but I don't really mind that. It's a single overhead cam 4G63, making 288 horsepower, peaking around 6.4 RPM, 6.4 thousand RPM. It's got a turbo. That thing spins. I'm gonna show that later, but it spins. It's got fortune moving stuff. You see that? Moving cam gears, moving fan. Does. And drives pretty good. It used to have a dual overhead cam, but for the sake of Filipino stuff, I made it a single overhead cam. With a Starion transmission with a different final drive. It also has a solid rear axle and it's all-wheel brake disc. Pretty light on the brakes, unlike the other cars where it's heavy. It's what else would I add? It's got fairly stiff springs. Interior, there's nothing much. It's just yeah, standard one. We got standard pedals, shifter, handbrake, custom gauges, custom everything except for a few FM stuff. Now the car is built out of brick. It goes fairly fast. I've actually done a 111, which is a personal best in this track. And without further ado, let's. Other specs is tires are RTRA semi-slicks because summers for some reason are crap, unlike another cars. But yeah, let's do a rundown. I'm gonna do a first-person run because I can see better, and because I'm using a small window. Yeah, so it's a mix of the old sounds and the good new sounds, so it could still get that Mitsubishi vibes going on. It's also 5 speed and it sells pretty fast. Yeah, this is just a warm up. Yeah, it goes pretty fast. It's actually pretty lightweight as well because it only weighs around 2,000 pounds and an almost 50-50 ratio. I just need the front heaviness to make it handle better. It tops out at 220 kilometers an hour. 210, I mean, which is quite fast for something that has the aerodynamics of a brick. And speaking of brick, I made this car out of brick, as in Roblox parts, but it's not old school. This is quite my modern version of that, although it is limited on what it can do. Okay, so I got the warm up done. Let's go a full lap. Whoop, whoop. Okay, I think I gotta redo that. Tires got worn out. But yeah, it handles pretty well. It's light. I have entered this in a few races before, but I chose to retire it for a short while. But yeah, goes pretty good. Okay, let's do one more run, and then I'll end the video. Although I am faster at third person, I just like first person better because I could see much better. Yeah, I have to do a red line there, rev it over a bit because of the weird ratio, but this is actually good at different shoulders. Just gonna speed up a bit of time there. Sorry if the recording is a bit choppy, but this is the best I could do. I think my friend recorded me, but I'll use that clip as well. God, it's so hard to see in a small window. Yeah, I'm still using the small window setup so I could see better. Okay, you know what? Let's do a faster lap with the third person. Let me see if it could do any better. But yeah, as you can see, it handles really well. It flies like a rocket. Although I've seen people drive this better back then. But yeah, I retuned it. It's a 1.5 chassis. But yeah, it drives good. Okay, last lap. Yeah, I messed up there a bit, but I don't mind. One thirteen nineteen. Yeah, I feel like I'm more consistent doing 113s rather than the 111. I think I just got lucky with the 111. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this Jeep, this video. Tune in next time for a bit of a history lesson on this because this is one of my oldest cars. And that's that's about it. That's what I'm gonna do for this video. So I'll see you next time.